Arielle Scarcella.
Arielle Scarcella.
Arielle Scarcella and Jacqueline Glenn, please shut your mouths. Thank you. Goodbye.
I feel like I have to say something because here's the thing. For me, I've written off Arielle Scarcella as just a person who will never grow, a person who will never get it, and it's hard for me to really want to continuously have a dialogue with someone who's like that because she's already sort of said what she has to say.
So right now, we're going to meet Arielle. How do you feel, Ryan?
I feel hungry.
Just hungry?
Also a little tired. Also my dick hurts.
How about you, London?
I got a boner. I'm kidding.
My dick really hurts, bro.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what are your feelings towards this meeting?
It's like long awaited because she's always fucking like talked about trannies and like, I don't know, she's been watching you, I know, for like a while now, so it's gonna be really fun.
So I think like part of the reason that I'm making this video, if this video does go up, is because a lot of people think that Arielle is transphobic. I mean, I would say the majority of the trans community thinks Arielle's transphobic. And so when I first met Arielle, I was definitely a little bit, you know, skeptical about her views. Like I was really worried that she was transphobic, you know, so I approached talking to her really like carefully. And I think what I learned from being friends with Arielle now she's like flying out here, is that Arielle, number one, is not transphobic. Do you think Arielle's transphobic?
Absolutely not.
Hell no, bro.
Arielle is not transphobic. Do I think that she could word things she says a little better? Yes.
Just in more than 140 characters.
Yes, and that's exactly why I'm making this video, is because I want to like show you guys how fucking cool Arielle is. Like that's, you know, and obviously Arielle hasn't asked me to. We're just going to film fucking regular videos talking about like sex and stuff because
that's what
you
about.
do when you turn 18 2 days later.
Yeah.
But I personally just want to like make this and just like show how Arielle is when you give her more than that 140 character Twitter limit. And like another thing I definitely want to be wary about is that like definitely I'm biased. You know, I'm biased because I know Arielle is a great person.
But
and
you're also trans.
And
so like
I'm also trans, you know what I mean? I feel like I definitely I have a little bit of political correctness in me. Just a little left. Just a little bit left.
Oof, I'm the Nazi of the group. But like, I don't know, I want to kind of put myself in like the mind of someone like a shithead. Like
Yes,
Chase
I want
Ross.
to put myself into the mind of an SGW and like maybe talk to her about like some of her scandals. I don't know, and like really ask her like, okay, so like what's your opinion on this? Like I want, you know, no script, nothing. So that's what this is right now. We're going to meet Arielle. I've never met her in person.
I have.
Okay.
She's so sweet. She's like a mom. She's like the gay aunt I never had. She
Saw
tries
his
to.
dick.
Yeah, she saw my dick.
What an aunt. Like, she's like,
What an aunt! She saw my dick!
She said it was big, so I mean, like, I love her.
gotta love her. Hopefully she thinks mine's big too.
Okay, we're going.
I'm going to meet Arielle. I'm the cameraman.
Excited?
Yeah, I really am. I love her so much. She's so sweet. She's actually really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
We're like, where is she?
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone with Ebony. Do you guys know Ebony and Denise?
No.
Olivia has two moms. You don't know what?
Oh,
I know who they
that
are.
is.
You want to say hi to Ryan and Cal and London? Hey, babe. Hold on, I'll put you on speaker. Yeah, say hi. She's at
Hi.
the pool with the kids. Hi.
Oh my gosh, hello.
Hi.
I see your tattoo.
I just waved.
You put stuff on it, right? You
Yeah.
put your body stuff. I'm waving too. All right, let me call you back, okay? I'll call you later. Okay. I'll text you. We'll talk about it later. All right. She's worried about me
Why?
because I get attacked on Twitter all the time. She literally calls me because she's worried. Yeah. She's a mom.
Transphobic, like.
People really think that I am though. That's the funny part of it, right?
That's
Maybe
what
hugs.
this whole documentary's about.
Is it how transphobic I'm not?
Yeah, Cal's doing it. I'm just filming.
What,
She
hurt
gives
you?
such good hugs.
I did.
I'm saying.
Cancer, babe, cancer.
Oh my god, you give good hugs. You're so strong.
Alright, you take it so I can.
That
I
Butch
missed
energy. And I miss you.
you.
I miss you. How are you?
Oh my
My little
goodness.
my stuff with me.
That's transphobic. Making
She's
it
my slave. I'll give her a dollar.
Does to trannies. Oh my god.
Making these bitches work
Physical
for me.
labor.
I'm just a little wolf. Don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
No, don't just show license plate.
Ooh, look at that beauty. Okay.
Yeah, I finally like.
Scars, is he dead?
Need help?
Alright, that was hers.
I like how we're having the two skinniest people
I know.
here with it.
This is actually heavier than that. That's why I carried this. Feel how heavy this is.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
See,
yeah, you
that's
take
heavy.
it.
That's why. Yeah, I wasn't making her carry the heavy thing.
See, she's not transphobic.
That's heavy, right?
Jesus titty fucking Christ.
Fucking Christ.
I could be a classic fag and get a salad.
Are you bottoming tonight?
No,
Okay, so then you can.
not in a little while.
He's at my house.
I know, and he's with you. He's not doing anything. Seriously.
I believe it.
Ariel goes.
But I didn't shave my legs.
My favorite part was like, don't add onions unless you want me to tear your bathroom up.
Tear my. I will tear the because like. A lot of the times, like I go out to restaurants and I say no onions, and they put onions in there, and I fucking eat it like without knowing, because sometimes it's like cooked into the burger or like, and they don't tell me, and then I get like diarrhea for like the next 5 days. Like it's not, I'm not happy, like not having it.
You are too open.
Very, girl, I'm old. I have no time for fakeness.
I know.
Like I've never had. I'm a Brooklyn girl, straight up. Like I've always been this way, but like more so now than ever. Like, I just say what I
Well,
feel.
you're a Florida native.
Still a Brooklyn girl though.
We just had our lunch.
Our family dinner.
Yeah, our family.
Oh, yeah. Let's do yoga.
You're gay, bro.
Yeah. Anything from ranging
Where's
from
the hammer? Bruh.
any kind of emergency.
She got an Airbnb with a hammer in it.
I don't even know if I can pick that up.
Did you pay extra for the hammer?
Oh my god.
Maybe it's a sex toy.
Well, I mean, any kind of emergency.
We're all 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are all 18 now. So nobody can come at me for making
I'm 40.
videos underage. Everyone's like, you're such a child. Stop talking about
Do they
these
say that
things.
to you?
Oh yeah, like all the time I'm like, I lost my virginity at like 15. Like stop. It's not like I.
I was 20. Almost 20. Yeah, I was really, I mean,
Okay, when did you realize you were gay?
when I was 9.
What?
How did that early Who did you finger?
Who did I think?
Oh look, they have all these damn Taco Bell. Shit.
Why this trans woman likes her penis?
Why does trans women?
It's too good. It's like
Wait.
golden.
Why does trans women? We love clickbait titles. Queen
My
of
job.
clickbait.
Oh, yeah.
Why I'm transphobic?
That one was so funny.
Okay.
I was like, holy
But
shit.
dead ass, like if you're watching this vlog and you have not already come to realize that Arielle is not transphobic, like what is this?
Oh, this is a
That's a
sponsor I did.
vagina
This is the sponsor we did. That's the sponsor that we did together.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Wait, what?
We did that. Remember the sponsor?
Oh yeah, Lunette.
I just saw a nice pair of tits.
It was still in there. Those are my boobs.
Those are your boobs?
Yeah,
Good
did
job.
they look good on that?
Yeah.
They looked good there. They don't look good in
Well, I have nothing.
Me too.
Mine are
Here's
gone.
your title.
Oh wait, you can see the difference
Where's
in
your
my
thumbnail?
scar. You see like here compared to over here.
That's where he jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's stretched.
Yeah.
I see
What's
it
the
that way.
thingy around the nippy?
That's the scar.
Right.
I know.
They
I
went
hate
in
it
through
so
both
much.
ways? I thought they only have to
Oh,
go
well,
through
okay.
one.
What they do is they
Didn't they? Like they go don't either go
Do we
through
have, like-
nipple or
I didn't listen.
Stupid fucking ethnic nipple.
honestly no.
That's literally
Okay.
what they
So wait. Let me see something with a circle. Okay. So like
We're gonna get a
this.
diagram.
Pretend there's like another circle in the middle. Like pretend that's the nipple. So this is
Right.
the tit, right?
Right.
And what they do is they take the nipple off, right? And they
And
cut.
they go.
Well, they cut like this. For mine, they cut like this, and they like, you know, they cut here and here, and they like close it up, and they put the nipple wherever. For like cis men, it's like wherever the hell your ears are is where your nipple should be.
This
Really?
alone
Yeah.
is like the
Yeah, my nipples are like right here and then right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are mine? Mine are like more centered.
Well, girls are centered. That's why
Because
whenever
they go
guys,
out.
Where are yours?
that's why I
Mine
like,
are literally that size.
that's why I like
I'm
double
just kidding, I'm
incision.
kidding.
The one I have, like I hate the scars, but I like double incision more than areola or whatever. They
That
literally
Justin Blake has.
no, he has keyhole. Keyhole is where they
They take the nipple off.
no pretend this is the nipple, right? So
More translation.
like pretend this is a nipple with keyhole. They just cut here and they take everything lipo like from that and they close it with keyhole. With
They take
peri-
everything out of the nipple.
They literally cut open literally right underneath here, flip it, and then lipo from there. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
kinda what-
And then with
How the fuck do they do that?
well, with
Would they have like a
Perry-
fucking like vacuum and then they suck it out?
yeah, with
Like,
Perry-
literally, right? I
With
guess?
Perry, it's like pretend this is the tit and there's a nipple here.
Yeah.
They cut the nipple off and then instead of like the chop like they do with me, they cut another like that and they just close that and then put the nipple there.
Wait,
It all depends on
So
how
it'll
much fat
be-
you have there, I guess.
Yeah.
They legitimately take the
Legitimately.
nipple. They
Legitimately.
legitimately take the fucking nipple off.
Yeah, that's why I can't feel it.
That's crazy. There's so much. It's just a lot.
Yeah, it's so
Like
wild.
I originally wanted to get a boob job and a nose job.
Really?
And a vagina job. Oh yeah, I wanted like.
And a vagina. Girl, me.
I literally.
What the fuck is this?
Hello, I'm vulnerable and here to save the day.
Get the fuck away from me.
Hey, Osborne!
Can you guys close the bathroom door?
Today, London.
Okay, let's get into some tea, shall we? Did they just close the door on us?
Yes, because you guys are so fucking loud. Okay, so London and Ryan are in there filming a video. And I wanted to talk to Arielle. I feel like, Ryan's videos are very focused on him being gay. And not Arielle. London's videos are very focused on like super anti-SJW type of stuff. So I'm feeling most people that watch London's videos agree with Arielle. But I know that a lot of people who watch my videos are kind of like on the fence about you. And I was saying earlier, like personally, like I know Arielle. Like I know that she's not transphobic, and I know that like she's not. Like I love her. Like I want to give you a hug. Like the first time that I ever talked to Arielle, I was almost nervous to talk to you.
Really?
Because there were
I
definitely
didn't see that.
because there were.
Oh, because you thought I was transphobic too?
No, I never thought
Oh.
you were. Let me move this. It's like okay, I never thought you were transphobic, but there were certain things that you said that I didn't fully understand. So I
Okay.
was a little bit like, I don't want to like.
I'm also from Brooklyn.
Yes,
So,
she's very.
I'm very
that's another
blunt.
thing. I do have a couple friends who are, definitely would be more on the SJW side of things because I feel as though like political views shouldn't
Break a friendship.
break a friendship. Like I
Yeah.
feel like that's really you should have to agree with everything someone says to be friends with them, and so. I definitely had a couple friends that were a little bit weird about me being friends with you, and I was like, that made me feel a little bit weird. But I wanted to make this video because I didn't want to be super biased. I'm definitely not trying to be super biased, but I had a couple of my friends who are more SJW give me questions to ask you.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Things
Okay.
to just like, because I was also talking about Ryan and London about this is like I want to like put myself in the shoes of these people who get so offended by like what you say because
Right.
I sit here and I don't really completely understand the offensiveness of it, and because I think that there's a lot of trolls out there. There's people like Chase Ross who are just trolling and they're doing things for views, but I definitely think there are some trans people who are a little bit like hurt by some of the things because they don't fully understand what you mean.
Right.
And so if you want to know a little bit more about like her views on things, and especially like we elaborated a lot in the videos that we filmed with Ryan and London and me on Arielle's channel. Is it Arielle or Arielle? Like
Arielle. Yeah,
Arielle. I don't know. I have a
Arielle.
friend named who says it Arielle, so
Yeah.
that's why
It's just your accent, so I like it didn't.
I have one friend who's Arielle, one friend who's Arielle.
Arielle.
Why does everyone fucking say
Like,
that name differently?
Arielle. Whatever, it doesn't matter. However you say it.
Arielle.
However you say it.
Arielle. Okay.
That works. Yeah.
But most of these actually come from my friend Jack, who I know that you guys have a little bit of turmoil, but I want to give you a chance to explain your views without somebody else immediately coming for you.
Okay.
Because, the first thing that he asked was why you feel the need to talk about trans people so much.
Because I think that they're an underrepresented part of the community. And I think that as a lesbian, and if I'm going to accept trans women as lesbians, I think they need to be included in the conversation. I think I need to make videos about them. Or with them.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
And I think
And I also am very upset at the reputation the trans community currently has. And I feel like it's my job. I've taken it upon myself.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you can be 100% real. Like, say
Yeah, I am.
whatever you
Yeah.
want.
No, this is the truth. Like, I
Yeah.
don't fuck around. I don't like that people like Chase Ross and Kat Black and Riley Dennis are representations of the trans community at large, and I want to do my best to have trans people in my videos that I feel like represent the majority of what trans people are actually like. And
That's true.
I don't think they're hateful people. I think they hate themselves, which is understandable, at least in the beginning.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of the time when they transition, they feel way better. And I think that those are the types of people that I do my best to feature.
Yeah.
Are people that are comfortable with themselves enough to not hate the world, to not be arrogant or spiteful or angry at everyone, like
Yeah.
like Kat and Chase and people that are offended over everything. I don't want to feature
Trans, is she? No, she's not trans, is she?
Kat Black. Yeah, she is.
FT, or FT.
Male to female.
I thought she was cisgender.
You thought she was cis? She's a trans girl. She's
What?
Yeah.
They're being so loud. Me and Ari's having this like conversation. They're just like ah, just like fucking screaming. But okay, that makes a lot of sense. And I think I talked about this with you before. Is that I think that a lot of the trans people that you're personally friends with share the similar views to me and Ryan in London.
Yes. Yeah,
and I think this comes back to a bigger issue, is that I think a lot of trans people are very scared to say, you know,
The
more
truth.
trans medical ideals. Not
Well,
ideals.
look at the hate that you and Sam Collins.
Look at
had.
the hate that I would honestly go as far as, you know, I would say that I definitely get more hate than Sam. Because I've definitely said more than Sam.
You also make fun of people in your videos.
Yeah,
He
I
doesn't.
do. But I feel like even with me, like, I'm definitely, you know, in certain videos, I'm just like, fuck you, like, you're fucking annoying as shit. But then, I mean, when it comes to at the end of the day, like, I definitely try to, like, process things. I think about it, and I'm like, okay, try to, like, form what makes sense in my head, rather than just kind of, like, hearing something and then saying, okay, I guess I'll just believe in that. Because that's the way I used to be, and I realized it's just not my way that I want to live life, is just agreeing with the majority.
Right.
Because
that's not you. Well,
Humans-
if you're agreeing with the majority because that's what you personally believe, that's fine.
yeah,
But you have to live your truth.
you have to live your truth, exactly.
And if all trans voices matter, why are people, you know, always okay with everyone talking as long as they agree with them and they come for you because you don't agree with them? But Blair gets the most hate for this because she
Blair
is a
gets a
very
lot of
radical. She's considered a radical conservative. I don't think she's a radical conservative at all.
I consider myself
You know?
center left. I would
That's
say.
what I would say.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
center
I
left.
would definitely
at
not.
this point in the
I am
world.
called. I am called. Do you get called a Republican?
What? Who?
You.
I'm not a
No,
Republican.
do you get called one though?
Never. No.
I
No
get
one
called a
would ever call me that.
Republican all the time.
No one would ever call me that.
People
No, I'm a
call-
Democrat, but I'm.
Me too.
But I'm also.
I'm registered Democrat.
Yeah.
Everyone on my YouTube will comment, "You're a fucking Republican, fucking Nazi, like
But also,
Trump
all
supporter."
Republicans aren't bad people.
My
And
dad's
all
a
Democrats
Republican.
aren't good people. It's like.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he also said, what do you think you're accomplishing by insisting that there are only two genders? Even if she believes there are only two, how is it hurting anybody? How is it hurting anyone for people to identify as non-binary? And why can't she just let people be happy? And I feel like this goes for me as well. It's also,
I don't think I've made a video saying that there are only two genders. I did like.
The one with Jacqueline
Yeah, like
Glenn.
2 years ago. That's so long ago.
And what did you say? Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, you know, I think that
My views have changed.
This is
like
another- yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand there being more than two genders, but I don't care if somebody identifies as another gender.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It doesn't hurt me.
That's kind
It
of the
doesn't.
way-
That's the truth.
that's the way I feel about it. So I try to be like a very like scientific person. Like a lot of things I believe are rooted in like medicine and
Yeah.
science. And so there is not concrete evidence of a non-binary gender, or
Not yet.
multiple genders.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, there was a time period when there wasn't evidence of trans people.
Or-
There
or gay
wasn't-
people. Right.
Exactly.
Right.
And so for me, it's one of those things where it's like I feel like as long as this is what I've said multiple times, as long as you have dysphoria, I'm not going to question you being trans. Like if you have dysphoria and you have a reason to transition, then I feel like that's how you.
Right.
I feel like you feel that way too.
I do. Yes. I think you have to have some type of dysphoria to be transgender. Like my opinion isn't going to validate somebody, but my opinion is what I think would be best for trans people.
Yeah.
I don't think that calling androgynous women
Or men.
like I don't think calling them genderqueer and considering
nonconforming.
and considering them trans is helpful for somebody like you.
Yeah.
Is the angle that I come at it with.
I feel like it
come
goes.
at it from, you
I
know?
feel like it goes both ways. Like, there's definitely gender nonconforming men, gender nonconforming women
Mm-hmm.
who are not trans.
Right.
And then there's, you know, other gender nonconforming who say, I'm trans. I think that it's very important to realize that the way that somebody is over social media is very different than the way they are IRL.
That's true too.
I guarantee that if Chase Ross sat down with you and had a civil conversation where you guys really just talked about things, it would be a lot less crazy than
Yeah,
all
a lot
this
less aggression.
online drama, which I feel like is just so important. Okay, this is another one, and honestly, like, to be real, this is something that you tweeted today that did upset me a little bit. It was something that I think, but to be fair, it's something I feel like I asked you about, and then when I talked about it, I was less like, I was like, okay, like that makes a little more sense. So he said, why has she repeatedly compared trans men and lesbians, both her tweet from yesterday and in the past, that butch lesbians and preachy trans guys look the same? It seems unnecessary and invalidating comparison for many trans guys and can increase dysphoria. And so it was like, with this tweet you made the other day that said, you know, what's something that trans guys and lesbians have in common? Buying strap-ons. When, for like a lot of trans guys, and not all trans guys, because I texted you about this, is that some trans guys do buy strap-ons, like things that are marketed for lesbian women, but most trans guys that I know, especially trans guys who are straight and just trying to like be stealth in day-to-day life, is they make like very intricate, like expensive products that are meant to be as realistic as possible. Like I can show you so many pictures I'm sure you've seen.
Right.
And so like, I guess,
so the question is why do I compare trans women to trans men to butch lesbians?
yes.
I compare them in the video that he's referring to, I believe.
Yeah.
I think the video was called "Are Butch Lesbians Trans Men?" or it was something, I don't remember the exact title. It was like 3 years ago. I can't remember. But in that video, the reason I make the comparison is because visually, a lot of them will look the same at first.
Yeah.
And to a cis person, that's all they're going to understand is visual, right?
Yeah.
And for me, I said, listen, they might look the same, but the difference is the gender identity is very different.
Yes.
And you need to respect that person because their identity is different.
Yeah.
That's what the video talks about. Whether he watched it or not, he probably didn't. He probably saw it, got dysphoric, and turned it off. But that's the problem. Like, I'm not making these videos for him.
Yes.
I'm making these videos for a lot of cis people, or possible people that might think
Even
they're
other
trans and they're still
LGBT
understanding
people.
themselves, or you know, lesbians or gay guys that are trying to understand the trans community.
That's always the understanding
I don't-
I got, is that's
yeah.
why you do the videos.
That's
that you
exactly
do.
why I do the videos. I can't talk for trans people, but I can talk as a cis person seeing trans people in the world.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to do.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Of all very, you know, liberal people I know, the reason that I want to talk to Jack and have his input is because he's one of those people who I do think Jack is smart. Like, I 100% will say this all the time, is that we have very different views, but I think Jack has a heart in the good place, and he just really cares about people's feelings. And I think that, like, sometimes trans people, like, you used to have to remember sometimes that, like, trans people we're already going through a lot. You know what I mean? And so hearing certain things, I think, you know, for me, obviously it's a little less than some people, but I think part of the reason people get so upset with some of the things you say is because
You're hurting.
you're already hurting so much.
Oh, and I get that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, like,
I've
I'm gonna
always
say,
said that. I've always said that.
Arielle's a Cancer. Like, she gets it. Like,
I get it.
I'm
I
a
get it.
Cancer too. Like,
I'm very much an empath. Like, I
Yeah.
understand when people are hurting. 100%.
a lot of trans people compare themselves to cis people, and then
You can't do that.
I do it
You
a
can't.
lot.
You can't compare yourself to anybody. I do that to this day. I compare myself with a lot of other lesbian YouTubers because my videos don't get as many views as they used to, right? And my Instagram isn't as popular, and I'm like, well, is it because I'm not as pretty as Allie Hills or Shannon?
No.
That's probably the case, and that's fine. But I also know that that's probably not my place.
yeah.
I'm not them, and I'm not doing myself any favors. I'm not doing myself
You
any
have to be the
favor
best
by
version of
comparing
you.
myself because I'm never going to be them, and I'm not supposed to be them.
Yeah, you.
And they don't offer the world what I offer the world.
The fact that when she talks about lesbians, she always talks about cis lesbians, and it completely ignores the fact that there are trans women who are also lesbians or queer.
All he has to do is go back.
I can
Maybe not even a year.
I can put a video clip right now of
Multiple.
a video where
Well, first of all, time out. He's assuming that I've never included it. Let's say he never even saw the video that I have of two women that identify as that are trans, that identify as lesbians, that are in a relationship, because I've only done one of them, because how rare is that? It's fucking rare.
Yeah.
So besides that, there are videos that I've had Maya in that don't say trans lesbian.
Yeah.
How do you know that these people in my videos aren't trans? How do you know they're all cis lesbians? I have purposefully put trans in my titles to make sure that people know. Maya specifically, my friend Tara is a lesbian, trans lesbian. I want to say those are the two main ones that I've had in my videos.
Even if you don't want to have sex with trans women, her talking about it over and over and talking about it as if trans women are gross or not something lesbians are attracted to can hurt trans women, and as well as cis lesbians who date trans women, because it implies that people only attracted to women can't or shouldn't be attracted to trans women.
The way he worded that is tricky.
Yeah.
Because what's a woman?
I'm going to say that a woman is somebody who is either born a woman or in their brain, and is trans, has dysphoria,
Okay.
and at any point of their transition. So
Okay.
obviously I was still a guy in my brain before I
Right.
transitioned, even if I looked like a girl.
She gets so excited at the end of the beginning of her video.
I cannot be that hyped. Like sometimes after my videos, I have to just sit down and be like,
That's a Gemini. Cancers are like, we just have so
we're
many feelings, we're
homebodies.
exhausted.
I'm sitting here. I like this little
exhausted.
house. I'm just sitting here.
Same. So the reason that question is worded tricky is because when you talk about women, that since anybody can identify as a woman because it's a gender identity, that would mean, you know.
I think you're only a woman if you're either you're trans or you're cis.
Right.
But you can't
But
just
here's the
choose
thing.
to be trans.
Right,
You
but-
have to be born as.
Of course, but you could be a trans woman, no HRT, non-op, walking down the street.
Well,
You could
look
you
completely
could
male.
look completely male, right?
Yeah.
Now
And that. Yeah.
they would be a trans woman in his eyes and in my eyes.
Oh,
Correct?
yeah. Yes.
Would I call myself a lesbian if I was attracted to that person physically? No, I wouldn't call myself a lesbian anymore. I'm sorry.
London nutted all over the floor.
Did you actually?
Go look at
We
it?
had a good time.
What is
Go
it?
look
Fucking
at
shampoo?
Go look at it.
Yeah.
Go look at it.
It's not
You wanna
much.
take your camera?
They were probably on some like intellectual
We were-
bullshit, and I'm just like, look at my cum.
God.
Wait, are you scared?
What is that?
It's my cum.
No, what is
It's
it really?
conditioner.
I gotta clean this up
Yeah, I know.
now.
we're
London did that. It's her fault. I blame her.
Woo!
I'll Cinderella.
We're
myself.
sitting
Don't
here
step on it.
talking about shit, and y'all were like, "Look at London's cum on the floor."
They look good, right?
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm really proud.
Do you guys?
Thank you.
We,
It's actually
we're
pretty
still
good
like filming. You guys can watch.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to be like the cameraman
Yeah, I
now,
can do
just to
it.
make sure that nothing's
I'll be
turned
your
off?
Andrew. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be your
We're talking. We literally were talking for hours. We kind of like got sidetracked, so we're gonna speed round the end of like
Jack's questions.
giving Arielle's side of things. Why are you so fixated on trans people's body parts?
Because I'm fixated on everybody's body parts. I've done videos about sex and dating since I started making videos in 2009. So, yeah, I think it's important to talk about body parts because body parts is what you use when you have sex.
Okay. I'm not gonna give too much input because I just want to get like her
I
side.
can understand if I were just talking about fucking plants and then I just did a video about trans people's genitals.
Yeah.
Then I can see why people would be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But my
I
videos
definitely-
are about dating and sex. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely think. I
And
think.
trans people have sex.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I definitely think this is something that I know you know, and like
Yeah.
I think that people don't understand is that like not all lesbians wouldn't date a trans woman. Like you're
Right.
not speaking for all lesbians, whereas
No, I'm
like
speaking for me.
not all straight girls wouldn't date a trans guy. Like my
Right.
girlfriend is straight and she's dating me, so I feel like that's another thing.
I would date a trans woman if she were post-op. Yeah.
see that right now.
I
You're not
think.
trans.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but you find them
But
attractive.
I'm pretty sure I
we
could,
literally
yeah.
talking about hot trans girls. Literally.
Oh yeah, this entire time we've been talking about these hot ass trans girls.
There's
even just trans girls.
The
We were
ones on
talking about
YouTube,
girls
I'm not.
in general.
I'm not really a fan of any
Bro,
of them on
look
YouTube.
how short
but
Arielle is.
Yeah, I know. I was like, dude, you look so like
you
cis
look
in this vid.
so big.
That was it. That was the last one. So we
that was
got
the last
yeah.
one? That was it?
So there was only like a little bit more,
Okay.
but okay. So we got the golden hour here.
Yeah, you look really good. In the
Do I?
You're like tan.
And I am tan.
Well,
Yeah.
we're here. Take the camera.
I'm like so fucking pale.
We're coming
Yeah,
back
you're
here
white.
tomorrow, so
Yeah, I'm here for 3 days. This is
here for 3 days.
This is only hanging out with you three. So.
Oh shit, there's a bump.
Okay, so we just left Arielle's house, as you guys could see from the last clip we were leaving, but
I look so
I
giant.
wanted to get you guys' opinion on like what she was saying and stuff, because again, I want to keep this series unbiased. I want to really like, you know, obviously we're all trans, like nobody else is here right now. I love Arielle, like I'm not gonna lie, like I love her. Like
She's such a mom, bro. She just
I-
loves people.
I literally see her as like an aunt or like a sister,
Same.
Yeah, definitely like a big sister.
like a big
aunt.
sister,
No,
100%.
she's very like genuine and nice.
And like honestly, like genuinely, I really hope that from this series or video, some of you guys will like see that. You know what I mean? Like I want to help her bounce back from all these like accusations.
She used to be so up there. She used to like have so many views and such a following, and like people who like loved her for her. But then like her words, she said something stupid. Her words got twisted, and then she educated herself, and people just won't forgive her.
Yeah.
And it's stupid.
And all these people painted her so awfully, and then all these people that are like fucking cult followers of these big YouTubers, big, you know, SJW YouTubers, they don't even, like, seem to think about the fact that, like,
She's a person also.
she's a person, you know what I mean? Like she's not this, like, monster that they make her out to be. They make these videos just, like, attacking her, and some of these kids that follow them, like, they don't even realize that a lot of the accusations that they make about her aren't even, like, completely true.
And to be fair, like, I've said some mean shit about people before.
I have too.
We all have, but, like, it's when she says stuff that isn't exactly, like, accurate or very politically correct that people are just like, oh my god, she's terrible, she's transphobic. It's like, no, she just slipped up. And I think she slipped up, honestly. Like, I'll be blunt, she did kind of, like, fucking slip up, but
Yeah.
I'm not holding it against her. I fucking said bad shit too.
I definitely want to, like, educate her. That's what I've been trying to
I think
do.
we've done a good job of doing that too. But like,
This is the squad. Like, this is the fucking squad.
this
right
is,
now.
yo.
But she's so nice. She's so genuine.
so
The
sweet.
plan is, and I wanted to, you know, wait till we were in the car to really, you know, talk about it. So, obviously, I feel like this wouldn't be fair unless I got somebody with kind of an opposing, because we're a little bit biased, you know? Like, we love Arielle. She's Arielle, I don't know.
Arielle.
We love her. Like, she's like an aunt to us. And so I wanted to get someone on the phone who is, you know, not as much on her side. Obviously, I'm not gonna pull in someone like Chase, someone like, who else? Fucking Cat Black, Riley Dennis, these people talk about her, like, and critique her. I wanted to, you know, find someone who's very, you know, not in it for views, not in it for the following as much as they are, like, just trying to, like, support trans people.
Because like people see her make a video and they do the same thing, throw her name in there, get some views and pay their rent.
Exactly.
Like,
And that's
when
what
it
I
comes
want to
down to
avoid. My goal is to
Have a civil
and
conversation.
have a real talk between someone who could be seen as an SJW and someone, you know,
who could be seen as a turf.
yeah.
That's what I like, though. Like, you're not getting someone that's gonna be like, you know, oh my gosh, she's fucking, like, she's just a terrible person. Like, you're gonna get a very, like, calm. It'll be, like, really civil and really nice, which, like, you kind of need. Because I'm kind of done with all the petty, like, the petty response videos and the petty, like, oh my god, you know, she's so hurtful. Why is she speaking for us? When, like, you know, you could actually just be civil about it.
We just broke into Arielle's house. Things people said about you were so terrible. Like, literally, like, made me, like, kind of, I just stopped. I was like, dude, look at this. Like,
I honestly think that some of the things that Arielle was saying come from a very good place, okay? But the way that you're saying it and the way that she's projecting it and stuff like that is not, I feel it's not, like, appropriate, and especially because she is cis and has made so many videos about trans people that are just like, let's not even go there, that it's offensive as a trans person to hear a cis person telling me to calm down.